All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are going to build the definitive blueprint for creating good habits. The ones that actually stick around for good. So first things first, let's tackle the biggest myth out there. You've probably heard it a million times, that it takes 21 days to form a new habit. But is there any truth to that?
Well, it's not even close. The science tells a very different story. The real range is anywhere from 18 days all the way up to 254 days. And that's a huge range, right? It's exactly why you need a better system than just counting the days on a calendar.
Okay, so before you even start doing anything, we've got to lay the right mental foundation. This is the part most people skip, and honestly, it's why so many habits fail before they even get going. This idea right here is a total game changer. See, you're not just chasing some outcome, like losing a few pounds. You're shifting your focus to changing your identity, to becoming the kind of person who just does these things naturally.
So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, instead of an outcome-based goal, you focus on an identity. You stop asking, how can I lose weight? And you start asking, what would a healthy person do right now? Every action you take is like a little vote for the type of person you want to be.
And the absolute easiest way to start casting those votes is with the 2-minute rule. The goal isn't to achieve mastery on day one. It's all about mastering the art of just showing up. You make it so easy you can't possibly say no. So read every day becomes read one page. Go for a run becomes put on my running shoes.
All right, so once you've got that foundation locked in, your identity and your 2-minute start, now we can build the system on top of it. And we do that using 4 simple, incredibly effective laws.
Okay, let's break this down. These 4 steps, they are literally the keys to engineering a habit that is built to last. They're designed to work with your brain's natural programming, not against it.
Okay, law number 1, make it obvious. And here's the thing about this one. Willpower, it's just not reliable. You can't act on a habit you completely forget about, right? So you have to design your world to constantly remind you.
And one of the best ways to do this is something called habit stacking. It is so simple and so brilliant. You just piggyback your new habit onto a habit you already do without even thinking. So after I make my morning coffee, I will meditate for 1 minute. The coffee is the trigger.
And this is all about designing your environment to do the heavy lifting for you. If you want to read more, don't stick the book on a shelf. Put it right on your pillow so you can't miss it. Want to work out? Lay your clothes out the night before. There's a great saying, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems.
So that's your physical space. But what about your social space? Turns out that's just as crucial. We are hardwired to fit in with the people around us. So if you want to make a habit attractive, join a group where that habit is already the norm. It just makes it feel achievable and, well, normal.
All right, law number 3, make it easy. Think about it this way. Every single step you have to take to do something, that's a point of friction. And the more friction there is, the less likely you are to do it. Your brain wants the path of least resistance. So your job is to make your good habits that path.
And finally, law number 4, make it satisfying. This one is huge. Our brains are wired for instant gratification, so you have to find a way to give yourself an immediate reward for doing the habit. That little hit of satisfaction is what tells your brain, hey, that felt good, let's do that again.
Okay, so you've done the work, you've designed this perfect habit, you're getting started, awesome. But we all know what happens next, right? Life gets in the way, it gets messy. This is where the follow-through becomes everything.
This seems so simple, but don't underestimate it. Just the act of tracking your habit, like putting an X on a calendar, is a reward in itself. It creates this visual proof that you're putting in the work, and that builds some serious momentum.
Okay, this next rule, this might be the single most important rule for long-term success. Seriously. Because look, you're human. You are going to miss a day. The key isn't to be perfect. It's what you do next. And this is why that rule is so powerful. It's not about being perfect, it's about being resilient. Missing once? Hey, that's just an accident. Life happens. But missing twice? Well, now you're starting a new bad habit. The whole goal is just to get back on track right away.
All right, this brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, getting your mindset right for the long haul. Let's just wrap up by setting some real expectations, because it's all about consistency over intensity.
So remember that myth we busted at the start? If it's not 21 days, what's the real number? Well, on average, the research points to about 66 days for a habit to become automatic. The point is, be patient with yourself and just trust the process you've built.
And this is why. It's just like investing money. At first, the returns are tiny. You barely even notice them. But over time, those small, consistent deposits, they compound into something incredible. The results aren't immediate, but they are powerful.
So as we wrap this all up, I want to leave you with one final question to really put this into action. What is one tiny 2-minute habit you can start today? What's one small vote you can cast right now for the person you want to become? Because that is where real change always begins.